Namaste and a very good evening to one and all present here. Welcome to Leaders Connect 360 Foundation's episode LC0238. Leaders Connect 360 Foundation is a non-profit organization aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals SDG. Our mission is to invite 1,000 plus leaders and create 1,000,000 leaders. Every Wednesday, we come together from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. IST on Zoom Live to gain insights from top management leaders and last week of the month from authors. And once every quarter, we take it offline in different cities to network, support, and grow together. Because at Leaders Connect 360, we strongly believe that leaders create more leaders. Before we kickstart the episode, a quick reminder. Please keep your videos on for an engaging experience. First-time visitors, check out the WhatsApp, Facebook, and LinkedIn links in the chat box to stay connected and grow with us. This episode is being recorded for our community archives. Now let's set the energy high. If you're excited and ready for an impactful session, drop a thumbs up or a smiley in the chat box. Thank you. Fantastic. And before we go, let me introduce our guest speaker, Ms. Vijayalakshmi Sankar, Vice Chairman, Shree Renga Polyester Private Limited, Vice Chairman, PALS, an IIT Alumni Initiative Advisor, Board Connect India, Mumbai. Let me also introduce Pankaj, Managing Partner, Bija Training, who will be interacting with our guest alongside our panel discussion leader, Mr. Yugandhar, Manager HR, EverestIMS Technologies Private Limited. Now, without further any ado, let's get started. Over to you, Pankaj.
Thank you so much, Darshini. Thank you so much, Priya Sandeep. Thank you so much. So, good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome, Vijayalakshmi ma'am, to this forum. It's a privilege for us to have you today with us. And the topic is also very interesting. That is future ready leadership. That skills for 2030 and beyond. And that too coming from an expert like you will definitely help us all learn something new today. That is where I'm really excited to, look what is there for us next 30-35 minutes when we are going to have a discussion with you, ma'am, right? And also we welcome Mr. Yugandhar for this panel discussion. And before we move forward, I would officially like to welcome you on all on behalf of Bija Training, the Mass Leadership and Leaders Connect through a mode of welcome video. So I'll just have a welcome video for you, ma'am, and for our panel discussion leader, and then we will move forward, madam. Right? So just allow me a minute and then we move forward. Thank you so much. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to the forum and welcome, Yugandhar.
I hope you can hear me.
Yes, ma'am, we
Yeah,
can.
we can. Yeah,
We can, ma'am.
yeah. I would like to thank Mr. Pankaj as well as Priya for inviting us, as well as Vijayalakshmi also for this. It is very beautiful to see all the faces here.
Thank you, thank you. So, over to you, Yugandhar, for the panel discussion, please.
Sure. Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you once again for inviting me. And thank you, Vijayalakshmi, for joining the call. And so as the topic is like future ready leadership and skills for 2030 and beyond. So just want little curious, like how can leaders future proof their teams in an era of rapid technological change?
First of all, thank you for the opportunity. And also, the very nice introduction video. It's a fantastic idea, I think, instead of reading out a profile and all that. And it gives us that josh, right?
Yes, exactly.
All the videos of this program gives the josh for the program, I guess, which is extremely important, especially when it is starting in the evening. And for me, on this topic, it is actually fiction to fact. Okay, so I did my collegiate education somewhere in early 80s, moved into my career in 1985, and it was all fiction, when robots, AI, we were just talking about AI and expert systems and things like that. And today it's a reality. Okay, AIs have become agents for us to do our work. Robots are coexisting with us, especially in automotive manufacturing, healthcare, and all these. If you see the very deep manufacturing areas, robots are coexisting with us. So it's become a reality for me. And for me, in these 30, 40 years, seeing this transition is, I think, a very beautiful experience. Probably I'm living in the right era, I should say, really. So, with that, I always am very curious to know what's happening in technology. Entire career has been around technology, and there's so much. And for the benefit of the viewers, you could also look at something called the Gartner hype cycle, which I'm very keenly following over the last 15, 20 years. So that sort of indicates what is the impact that we are going to have in our work environment. Of course, personal life, yes, there is a lot of impact, needless to say, and we are having challenges in our families because of that. So all that is there, but work environment is what matters to us. So it's very important for future proofing, we need to understand where we are, right, and where we are going.
Correct. Yeah.
So if you look at environment, it is going to be all about automation, robots, Gen AI, large language models, small language models, and all these things. We need to know how to coexist with all these things. The
Yes.
faster we learn how to coexist, the better we would be.
Yeah.
Because there is always competition which can project that they can have a higher efficiency, which will definitely have higher efficiency because of these, the use of all this technologies and automation. Now, other important thing is we have to look at how the skill base is going to evolve, how it is evolving, and how it is going to evolve over the next couple of years. The focus is going to be on skills, right? So we were talking about, once 30 years back, we would say people are assets. People
Yeah, true.
are
True.
all these things were happening at that point of time. Today, skill has become the most profound, important thing that all of us should keep in mind. Okay, skill is an asset today. That is why today, in a lot of your HR products, also skill has become such a massive thing. It's
True.
an important thing. We're talking about, skill as an asset. So, what is the total skill value of your organization?
Exactly, yeah. And also like how to use the right skill,
Yes.
because there are n number of skills available and choosing the right skill plays
Yes.
very, very
Yes.
important role.
Just in time skills. Today,
Yeah,
JD is not respected. You're talking about capability stacks,
exactly.
whether it
Yeah.
is healthcare engineering or automotive engineering or whatever it is. Nobody
Okay.
wants a JD. Nobody wants responsibility, right? So they only
True.
want a task. They want
Yeah.
a task and they want, a capability to deliver that task. So everything has become what is called as capability stack. We were only used to Java stack and all these things. Now it has become capability stack, and then flexible resource pools. You can get skills just in time. You can, you'll have access to flexible resource pools, because even the culture of people, your Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and all these things, the culture of people is also changing. The way they want to offer, the humans want to offer their, services for companies is also changing, right? The third thing we have to really look at is the way the learning and development is shaping up. Okay, so today collegiate education is a question mark, right?
Okay.
Honestly, it is a question mark. So do we need graduates? Question again. Do we need engineers? Question again. What sort of engineers are required? We're talking about borderless engineering. In PALS, I'm working with a lot of projects and programs where we are not looking at mechanical, civil, and all these things. It's all gone. It was gone about 5 years back, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're talking about borderless engineering today. All our programs are built around borderless engineering. So
Okay.
what is it? So for the healthcare industry, so it's industry targeted, right?
Mhm.
So healthcare engineering. So your entire learning is around healthcare engineering. Today they are talking about the reverse Bloom's taxonomy, right? So you start solving problems and then you learn the concepts. This is how
Exactly.
children are going to come out, in the next few years. So all your fresher resources from colleges are going to come out that way. So this learning practice is changing. People are talking about reviving the Gurukul education for personalized learning. So
Wow,
where is your
nice.
basis? Now, how are you going to, is there an exam on which you're going to baseline your skills? So this could go away. We don't know. People are experimenting it in higher education areas, right?
And even I heard, right? Even I heard like there are almost in all the industries the AI come and touches.
Yes, yes. All the industries, even a medium scale industry like mine,
Exactly.
I've
Yeah.
already started it on e-commerce.
Oh,
Now
great.
I'm going to move into AI for my ERP itself.
Oh,
Okay.
nice,
Then,
nice.
then I would go into IoT and other things, right?
Mhm.
So that way, AI is all pervasive now. No, it's coming in all areas. So how do you teach people all these things? And today, people can only do micro learning. They can't do macro learning, right? So micro learning is become the norm today. Small modules, small nuggets of knowledge, but put together to resolve a project. That's why we call it as top-down learning. No, we in higher education we are talking about classrooms becoming only innovation centers or idea labs and things like that. Classrooms are going to go away. One to many education is not going to be there. So all these are, evolving things which we all need to be very cognizant of, because all said and done, all those skills are assets. People carry those skills, right?
And using the right technology also plays very, very
Yes,
important role, right?
using that also, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And the performance, that's another area, especially for managers. Only when their system performs, the environment, the work environment performs, they are successful, right?
Exactly.
So it is not just performance of human beings. Now the managers have to also look, managers or leaders, whatever it is, they have to look at the performance of the robots.
Exactly. Yeah.
They have to look at the performance of the agents, AI agents.
AI agents. Exactly.
How are
Yes.
these performing? Are they giving business value to the company, right? Is there accuracy? Is there reliability, right? Is the, just like you're seeing whether your employees are learning well, you're also seeing if your agents are learning well,
Mhm.
right?
And at the same time, it is delivering according to the
Yes,
industry or
yes.
not.
Because the agentic AI, the agents are learning. Day by day, they learn. Have they learned enough? So in my
Yeah.
e-commerce site, when I, roll out a new product,
Mhm.
is my AI learning that product well? Okay.
Okay.
Is my AI learning from the questions that my consumers are asking me on the website, right?
Okay. Okay.
So as a manager, if I'm a I mean, a e-commerce manager, I need to look
Okay.
at whether AI is also doing its job. It's
Okay.
not just my marketing manager, whether he's doing his job, right? So I have
Yeah.
to also
True.
see whether my AI is doing its job. So you are evaluating the performance of AI, the performance of humans, and the yardsticks for all these things have to be different.
At the
And
end, like ROI is something what every
Yeah,
organization
yeah.
calculates.
What business value it delivers.
Yeah.
Because for
Okay.
a robo, it is a return on investment. For a human being, you are only going to give a monthly salary. But
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
robo, you're doing an initial investment, right? So far,
yeah.
for human beings, we are not doing initial investments,
Okay.
luckily. So these are the things that are very, very important. And the human automation environment, the human robo environment, the human AI intelligence environment, this entire sync has to
Mhm.
be very well established. That's what
True,
is most
true.
important. And that is how leaders, only when they understand this, they can future proof their.
Future-proof the teams. Exactly. Yes. And with this sharing, I also wanted to understand, what mindset shifts are essential for leading AI-enabled workplaces.
Okay. So for leading AI enabled workplaces, I think the manager, the role of a manager should be only a leader. In order, I mean, you could say there are operational managers, there are tactical managers, and strategic
Yeah.
managers. We expect managers to have these three levels of thinking. So I would strongly advocate, please come out of the management skills that you're currently exhibiting,
Mhm.
right? Move away from a manager role to a leader role, because the entire operational management part will get automated.
Yeah,
Okay.
true.
The tactical layer, which is all about planning, interfacing with stakeholders, that will also soon get automated. Okay. If not 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Okay.
Yeah,
That
again,
will also get, yeah.
even in the study also, even I have found that probably in the next 5 years to 10 years, everywhere, it is gonna come.
Yes, yes. So it is a strategic thinking that managers will have to force. The current managers will have to focus on strategic thinking. And what does
Strategic thinking.
strategic thinking lead you?
Yeah.
Leadership, right?
Acha.
So a leadership is all about strategic thinking,
Yeah,
right? The
that's
most
correct.
important thing for leaders is about laying down proper strategies. So in this ever-changing environment, no, it is very, very important. And also the mindset should be to uh, promote creativity and innovation in the workplace.
Okay.
So it's not just mundane work. Creativity and all this should be really, really, promoted a lot by the managers.
Mm-hmm.
Credits to be given for creativity and innovation, because it is also going to be a lot of competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the way you are going to do your manufacturing or your service or whatever it is, someone is very quickly copy and do it,
Acha.
right?
Okay.
So there is going to be a lot of competition, and in this, how creative you are, how innovative you are, how you're able to sustain, or how you're able to transform every 3 years, 2 years, or 1 year, depending on your business performance. All this is very important. Decision making is very important, and the mindset set should be always learn,
Yeah, true.
always
True.
switched on, and always learn. So I
Yeah.
always tell my team, please be switched on always. Okay. Don't switch off.
Yeah.
For no
And
reason, you
these
should switch
days,
off.
information is coming from all the sides,
Yes, yes,
being attentive is very, very important.
yes.
Right, is it?
Because with AI and automation and all, you get alerts at any time of the day.
Exactly.
Maybe you'll
Yeah.
get a device to wake you up
True.
if there is a problem in the factory, right?
Yeah, yeah.
AI will wake up the MD and say, "Boss, something is going wrong in your line. Get up and attend to it." So that's the way it's going to be. So, and
And
continuous learning. Okay. So
and
today, for I feel outdated sometimes in certain
mhm,
topics.
mhm,
While I'm still current on many topics,
mhm.
being a senior citizen, but I feel outdated on certain topics. So these are all things, so managers should never lose out on learning, actually.
And to add one more example, yeah, there isn't. I mean, see, earlier and all, the sales and all were happening on a regular basis. But again, with the AI thing, now it will give a nuggets Mr. Yugandhar, today, your quota is been this much. You go meet this particular customer, you can increase your quota, you can achieve your quota. Karke. That nuggets also might help. Again, all those two things with the AI, AI helps the sales people also to achieve their sales quota.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
CRM is a very interesting area to have AI, because the minute you put the name of your lead,
Mhm.
AI automatically gets you all the information.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
any AI based ERP does this.
Mhm.
So immediately gets the information, and sometimes it says, "Don't go to this customer. This guy is
Exactly.
keep
Yes.
inquiring."
Yes.
But he
Yes.
will never. Earlier, we used to depend on all, information from all our sales guys, our competitors' sales guys, to understand,
Mm.
this is a good customer or not. But
Yeah. Yeah.
AI can tell you, because AI is reading information from everywhere,
Exactly. Yes.
right? Everything is open today, from Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere. I mean, you put a query to one supplier and you put a query to another supplier. The first supplier knows that you made a query already to the second supplier.
Exactly.
So that is what AI is doing today.
And again, thank you for telling us the various strategies. I think like the leaders who has joined today, they will implement the strategies, and it might help them to implement in their own organizations. And to go ahead with like, how can leaders build resilience and adaptability in uncertain global environments?
Okay, this is one of my favorite topics, because I was a business continuity head at one point of time in my company, and I was also a enterprise risk manager, right? So yes, this new environment, needs a lot of resilience and adaptability and scalability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Scalability also, because business can grow in small spurts, or it can grow big bang also, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need that scalability. And in IT, these are things that we are working day in and day out, right?
Okay.
Anybody, I mean, people who are from the IT companies, they know that resilience, other than security, which is always very important,
True.
resilience, adaptability, scalability, right? Whenever we write a software, a product, whatever it is, even a small piece of code, resilience is very important, because it's a question of sustain. Today, you don't know where networks are failing, right? You don't know which
Exactly.
server is going down. You don't know which link is getting snapped off in
Mm-hmm.
under the sea, over the air, whatever it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know which wireless link is getting snapped off, but you still work, right? Because that's the kind of resilience that IT industry has built, communications
Mm-hmm.
industry has built in the environment. All your apps, whether you're using SAP, or whether you use in banks, if you're using core banking, all of them are resilient systems. So the
Okay.
same approach should come to us in any organization, whether you're manufacturing, retail, wherever you are. That same resilience concept has to come up. So what if something fails? What do I do? Right?
Exactly.
So
Plan
your
B.
risk analysis has to be even more intense. And also, your provision for risk. Very often what happens is, when companies, of course, I'm digressing a little bit from technology, but when your company is going to face a risk, are you
Mm-hmm.
provisioned for it? Right?
Okay. And how prepared are we to face the
How
risk?
prepared are you? How prepared are you for facing that kind of a break? Right? Adaptability, in software, we used to say we can port application from one operating system to the next operating system, right?
Okay.
Until something is sunset, whether it is Unix or Windows, wherever, the software should work
Mm-hmm.
the same. User interface should be the same, right? So that is adaptability, right? So any environment that is there, we should be able to work. So whether today it's a human-based system, tomorrow I introduce some 5, 6 robots and a few agentic AIs,
Mm-hmm.
it should still work.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
you're planning for change.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Change management is very, very key. Right? And scalability, of course. So any strategic plan, so leaders should focus more on this adaptability, scalability. So what is the business going to be down
Mm-hmm.
the line, right? So if it's going to grow, so how am I
True.
geared up? So let's say I'm getting some niche robots from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
When I scale my organization, I cannot shift back to manual. That's not going to help me, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So all these things have to be, factored in. Planning becomes that. That's why I said I still again and again focus on the strategic layer of management.
Okay.
Strategic layer of management is where, all of us have to focus on. And if that is strong, then all these transformations. See, we are all going through a phase of rapid transformation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very rapid transformation is what is
True.
happening today in the industry. Sometimes it's sad to see some hodgepodge implementations of technology, not very
Exactly.
thought of.
Today we might be using something and tomorrow something might come. It's
Yeah.
VUCA world, Bani.
So it tends to be patchy. So that is the reason why, the strategic thinking of technology or digital adoption, I would say, the
Exactly.
strategic
Yeah.
thinking of digital adoption vis-a-vis your business has to be done. In some cases, it may not be meaningful at all to bring in digital. Then don't do it.
Yeah. So being a
So
leader should be able to assess like
yes,
whether that technology will fit to the organization or not.
yeah, yeah.
It is not like some competitors are using that thing, so even I should also get it. That will not work. Like we should understand like what is the resilience, again, what is adaptability, and like how we can scale. True, rightly said. And with this, I also wanted to understand like what core leadership skills will define high performing leaders in 2030.
The first thing is an AI ready leader.
Yeah, ready leader. Okay, great.
In fact, I think you can even go into ChatGPT and type the whether as a manager and a leader, am I AI ready? You have
Hmm.
a lot of questionnaires that are available. So, the AI ready leader is very, very important. And he
Okay,
should be very intelligent about AI.
okay.
Okay.
You mean how to use the AI, is
How
it?
to use the AI, how to detect the mistakes of the AI.
Okay.
As we know,
Oh,
AI
how to
is
detect the
based on.
mistakes of AI? Yeah, sounds surprising. Yeah.
So
Sounds
he is
interesting as well.
very intelligent AI leader he has to be, right? So he has to build in a lot
Okay.
of,
Yeah.
so it's sort of a cryptic, or whatever you call it, right? So that is
Okay.
something very, very important for the leader, because
Wow, nice.
AI is evolving and it
Hmm.
tends to hallucinate and have a bias, right?
Hmm.
So that is something which a leader should detect.
Exactly. Yeah.
He should be intelligent enough to understand his business and everything so well that
Hmm.
he can easily detect whenever a hallucination is happening,
Okay.
or biases. You can't blindly today, if you were to put a question in ChatGPT, take the answer directly to do a presentation or something like that. No, it doesn't
It
work.
will not work. Yeah. Yeah. Again, like human, like since like we are human, like even we also need to use little human intelligence as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the human tech balancing, we talked about work life balancing.
Yeah.
Now it is going to be human tech
Human tech
balancing,
balancing.
or
Yeah.
human
Again, this
digital
also it sounds
balancing.
very, very interesting. Can little elaborate like what is human tech balancing?
Yeah. So how does the handoff happen between a robo and a human?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Then I told you already, you also have to look at the performance of robos and agents, right? All the
Yeah.
AI agents, etc.
Okay.
So
Okay.
how does the handoff happen?
Okay.
Then, where is it you need a human? Where is it you
Mm-hmm.
can use a tech? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So this balancing has to be very, very clear. Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay.
A lot of things, like, if you take a bank, for example, all the front end processes and back end processes can be automated.
Mm-hmm.
Already, a lot of RPAs, which is
Mm-hmm.
robotic
Yeah.
process
Robotic process
automation,
automation. Exactly. Yeah.
is existing already, right? So all these things can happen. But when it comes to that decision making, when it comes to the finance aspect of banking or account,
Mm-hmm.
even take a company, accounts can be automated, right? But when it comes to finance, it cannot be automated, because in the sense their decision making is involved. Now, is the AI taking the right decisions or not? You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Whether there is an element of hallucination or bias, we don't know, right? So these are
True.
all the risks that we are facing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that balancing has to be very, very clear. We can't just go by an AI decision.
So
Okay?
we can't blindly rely on the
You
AI.
can't plan,
Yeah.
especially where it comes to decision making.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Leaders have to be up to date
Mm-hmm.
with what is happening in their industry with respect to digital,
Okay.
because lots and lots of stuff is happening. Then
Mm-hmm.
they have to be creative, innovative, strategic, and they
Mm-hmm.
have to give that environment, as all these technologies are growing, the work
Mm-hmm.
culture is changing, the work environment is changing. So
Mm-hmm.
they have to be, I mean, they're going to be assessed. Today, it's not assessing an employee.
Mm-hmm.
An employee doesn't care, no? Even if you give him a low rating, he's
Mm-hmm.
just going to take another job because it's so easy to get a job today.
Exactly.
There
Yeah.
are AI recruiters all over the place, so all are present virtually. So as long as you're constantly updating LinkedIn, other portals, your capability portals, your capability stack portals, you're putting things on Java communities, you're putting things on .NET community or a manufacturing community and all that, AI recognizes that you have got all this experience, right? So
Okay.
AI recruiters are just there ready to pick you up.
Yeah.
Not about, employer giving feedback to employee and all that. Employer has to be very careful about the feedback that the employee has about your organization, because that also gets very prevalent. So what is it that is required today? It's about well-being. It's about, social, whether this organization has a is very socially conscious. All these things are expectations of humans.
Yeah.
Other than
True. True.
employees, I would say humans. Maybe in some more years, robots also will have some expectations. We don't know.
Yeah,
That
as you said, we don't know. Like before 30 years, like as you started your conversation, like before 30 years, there is totally different, and now it is totally different. And we don't know like what will happen tomorrow. Yeah, it might also.
so that's very important. Provide that nice work environment for
Okay.
people to learn and work. Learning is
Yeah.
very well respected today by
Yeah. Yeah.
all generations. So that those are the kind of leadership traits that
Okay. So again, I wanted to reemphasize like AI ready leader. That is what it plays very, very important role. Yeah, and like how what should organizations start doing today to develop future ready leaders for tomorrow? I think like partially you have told like AI ready leadership should be there.
yeah.
Apart from that,
See, it is very important that organizations are getting future ready as much as people are getting future ready, right?
okay, okay,
So organizations must get future ready.
mm-hmm,
Otherwise, the survival is going to be very, very difficult.
mm-hmm,
Whatever be whether it is finance, banking, anywhere, right?
mm-hmm,
So, in order for organizations to be future ready, a
mm-hmm,
lot of investment is required because
okay,
none of these technologies are coming free of cost.
mm-hmm,
There's a lot of learning curve that is there for the organization. So, the company board should
mm-hmm,
be, filled with people, or at least 75% of the people. Of course, you can have 25% who will ask all the questions,
mm-hmm,
but 75% should be, innovative, proactive, and start thinking of how I can leverage technology. And mind you, once digital sets in into your company,
mm-hmm,
it's so helpful. You cannot
mm-hmm,
get out of it, right? So people, I mean, the organization should create that space, the plan, the investment for it.
mm-hmm,
Very often, this future readiness of companies fails because of investment.
mm-hmm.
There is less investment. Bootstrapped companies will struggle because they have to put in their personal money. Investors will question. So, but investors are very upcoming today, to create the future ready organizations. We should have a very clear roadmap. As I
Mm-hmm.
told you, something like Gartner hype cycle or its
Okay.
equivalent should always be looked at. Now, can I do 3D printing and do my components in-house rather than getting it from vendors,
Vendor. Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yes.
So, like that, there is quantum computing is coming, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
IT industries have to now adopt quantum computing. So everything that they have built, like cybersecurity, resilience, and all these things, agentic AI and AI and all that, how will this work on quantum computing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how will this work on QC servers? So how is the whole thing going? I think
Mm-hmm.
it may take about 10 years, but because it's just going through
Mm-hmm.
if you look at the Gartner hype cycle, there is a peak and then there is a trough of disillusionment. So it is getting into the trough of disillusionment and then it will get into the stabilized plateau. So, one has to see where the technology is that you want to use. So IT
Yeah.
companies are very keenly looking at what's going to be their impact if quantum computing sets in. And we should also look at, where are the investments going, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Where are these leaders, these global leaders investing their money in terms of digital and technology? So
Exactly.
that's and a lot of research. I
Mm-hmm.
think organizations, in my view and in my own experience with our company, I would say that research and innovation should form an integral part to make yourself future ready. Take Mahindra, for example. I mean, they're an excellent example. Take Ashok Leyland, for example. I don't know if somebody from Ashok Leyland is here, but they're again an excellent example of how research and innovation is tied into their organizational planning. So if you have to be future ready, you have to be aligned with the research. You need to have the right investment and the planning, because this is going to be very investment heavy, and it's also going to be very heavy in terms of the effort that is required to transform. It's not very
Yeah.
easy doing these kind of large scale transformations. The effort is also going to be very high. So
To
your own
add one more point, like, yeah, so like if we take any product or any technology, right, like once we start using the technology, so we will not get the results immediately, right? It will take little, at least 2 to 3 years, right? So
yes.
now I think like most of the companies are investing a lot on the technology part, and like by the time it comes, like probably another 3 4 years, a lot of companies have been rapidly investing in the technology, and they might get the output after 3 or 4 years. So by that time, like everything will be in the AI only. And I'm not scaring, like, yeah, probably all the things will be touched by AI.
Yes, yes. Almost everything will have AI. A small example, of course, ours is a very medium scale company,
Mhm.
some 100 crore company, but we have implemented an ERP, and that has
Okay.
gone into the AI version. And I'm seeing the features of this AI version, and it is phenomenal. It's telling me how to do pricing.
Oh, is
Right.
it? Acha,
So I
okay.
don't need cost accountants here ICWs
Mhm.
here who to sit and help me with the pricing, right?
Mhm.
So I don't mind. In fact, I was just jokingly telling my CFO, I'm not sure what you're going to do once I implement all this. So that is the way things are moving, as far as AI is concerned,
Mhm.
and digital in general is concerned.
Okay.
And one thing which I really wanted to talk about, individuals as such also want to be future ready leaders.
Mhm.
Okay. So individuals want to work, especially the youngsters, they're very, very
Millennials.
keen to work on future ready organizations. So there is one thing as future ready organization and future ready leader, and sometimes
Okay.
there is a mismatch. Organization
Okay.
is not ready to have future ready leaders,
Mhm.
they will lose them,
Mhm.
right? So that is also because very often, even in all these years, in the last 30 years, we've gone through a lot of transformations. If we are not
Okay.
future ready, if we are not adopting new technology, the guy goes elsewhere. So this is
True.
also something that organizations
It
need.
has to go hand in hand. If one thing is missing, the other thing will get impacted.
Correct, correct. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. And I think that's it from my end. Like now over to Pankaj.
Thank you so much, Yugandhar, for the wonderful panel discussion. And Vijayalakshmi ma'am, I am left with no words. What I can tell is, I have not seen a lady like you with such a high intellect, with such a simplicity and that elegance which you carry. Let me tell you, this is something which I have. Obviously, we are now 0238, 238 episodes we have seen, right? And you are one of the unique speaker which I am, talking to, and I believe rest of the people will also agree to this point,
Dynamic.
right? And the kind of grace you are carrying on your face and the knowledge, madam, and the from moment you started now, from fiction to reality, the future, right?
Exactly.
That can be seen, and I see you as, you have seen multi generations also, right, madam? In
Yes, yes,
all the aspects, whether it is people, whether it is technology, whether that is education, whether that is corporate, right? You
yeah.
have seen it all, ma'am, right? And the way you have put it today, it's like, for us, it's like you have just, put it all this 45 years or, 50 years of experience in just 30 minutes for all of us. Right. So that's the beauty of today's conversation, and that is what I just want to share in my words. Thank you so much for enlightening all of us, man. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And in a very lighter note, how I look at you is, you look like a friend to Sudha Murthy.
Okay.
Such
Quite
simplicity,
a
True,
few
true. Yeah, yeah,
people,
exactly. Yeah.
quite a few people tell me that, but
the kind of simplicity you carry, na. That is what, and on a lighter note, I'm sorry, okay, I use that, but that is what I just wanted to speak. Thank you so much,
No,
ma'am.
Pankaj, like even I felt the same,
Right.
to
So,
be
so you
honest.
feel like a Sudha Murthy's friend, actually. That is where. So, anyways, that has been my learning, my understanding, ma'am. Let's see what people have understood. And even before we move forward for the quiz, okay, we'll have an understanding from the people what they have learned from you through a mode of a quiz. And that quick quiz
Okay.
question will be asked by one of our quiz leader, Dr. Ishwarya. She is going to ask one question from whatever Yugandhar discussed with you. Okay, and the people will answer it. And whosoever will answer will get a book. And before we move forward, there is one announcement for all of you there that we are going to have a Rocket Goals Leaders Connect 360 offline meeting, which is happening in January 2026, 10th January at Hotel Savera, Chennai. So Arul will share the registration link and all the relevant information with all of you. So it's an offline networking meet. All are invited for this. And Arul, you can rest. Please share the information with all of them. Okay. So thank you so much. So now over to Ishwarya for a quick quiz, and
Yeah,
let's see
sorry,
who is
Pankaj,
the
like I
winner.
have a hot stop, so I will discontinue. So probably I'll connect back. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah, please,
Vijayalakshmi
please.
ma'am. It
Thank you
was a
so
nice
much.
interaction with
Carry
you.
on,
Thank you so much.
Yugandhar,
Thank you,
carry on.
Pankaj. Sure. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Have a great day.
So over to Aishwarya, and the winner will get a book so that Arul will display once the winner is being declared. So over to you, Aishwarya, for the quick quiz.
Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you, ma'am. I was very happy to be part of your session. As you mentioned earlier, you are the right person to discuss this topic, ma'am, because you have seen both the people, both AI and as well as the AI leadership and the people centric leadership. And thank you so much for the wonderful insights that has been given by you. Now, with the thought provoking sessions of your thoughts, I have made a simple quiz for our audience. So I'll be posting the quiz in chat box and I'll be asking the quiz question as well. Let's see how the participants have been undergone with all these things. Shall we start, ma'am?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yes,
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 please.
yes, Ben. Yes, right. The quiz is right here. In the upcoming era, what type of mindset and thinking process should leaders develop to lead effectively? In the upcoming era, what type of mindset and thinking should leaders develop to lead the team effectively? And the options is ah, before giving its option, everybody was telling the right answer, ma'am. And the
Strategic
option
thinking.
was authoritative driven or fixed leadership, strategic leadership mindset, and task force focused mindset.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, and the winner is, I'm very happy to announce that the winner is
You got the winner also.
Aishwarya Ramaswamy, who has given the correct answer in the first note. Congratulations, Aishwarya, ma'am.
So Ishwarya is wishing Aishwarya, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Good one, good one. So Aishwarya is the winner. So Miss Aishwarya, you are the winner for this quiz, and you will be given a book by one of our known author, that's Mr. Ramesh Srinivasan, and the name of the book is Holding Space, Shaping Futures. So Mr. Arul will do the needful, and you will get your book soon. Thanks for being the quiz winner, and also you get an opportunity. That's a bonus for you. You can unmute yourself and ask one question to our guest, Miss Vijayalakshmi. So over to you, Aishwarya. You can unmute yourself and ask a question to our guest.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so hi Vijayalakshmi ma'am.
Hi.
It's such an amazing session, and I've learned a lot from your session, and I would like to
Aishwarya, we are
introduce.
missing on your voice actually. Can you
Oh,
Hello,
please
it's
speak a bit
breaking.
louder and clear?
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, okay. So my question is, I'm a HR enthusiast, and I'm currently pursuing my second year in college. So I would like to ask you that what are the top 5 skills that HR managers should have, and what are the job opportunities for them in the future?
For HR.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when you look at HR, I think you have to look at yourself getting technology acquainted also,
Yes.
because you're not only going to deal with human beings, you're also going to deal with machines. And when I say machines, it's robots and agent AIs and all those things, right? So you need to you need to be abreast with technology. Also look for more of decision making areas where you can take a job.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Routine operational areas are slowly fading out. I think everybody realizes that these days that routine operational areas are slowly fading out. It's there only in certain companies, only in tier 3 cities and all that you will find such roles being available. So better to look at that. Another area, I don't know if you're interested in learning. Learning is a favorite area of mine. So, creating learning modules, because see, mentoring, personalized learning, modular learning, all these are things that are going to come up. So you could focus on that. Learning and training has been an evergreen field and it will continue to be. It's just that you will use technologies in your learning mechanisms, but learning is always there because you have to match the skill requirements. Companies need a certain repository of skills, which you have to match. So these are things. But if it is like CV processing and all these things, those are all jobs that will go away because they're all getting replaced by AI. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, ma'am, you have. Thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you so much. I really enjoyed the session. Thank you.
Thank,
Pankaj, sir.
thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Ishwarya, for asking that question. So now the forum is open for two open questions, okay? As we are already at 7:20. So the group, anyone who would like to ask question, okay, Vijay Kumar, you can unmute yourself and ask question to our guest, please. Yes, Vijay ji, please go ahead. So Vijay ji and Giri sir, two people will be given the opportunity.
Good evening, Vijayalakshmi ma'am, and it's really wonderful to listen to you. And coming from technology background, I could really relate to what you were saying about the networks, resiliency, and infrastructure and all. Of course, after working for 25 years, I moved into my passionate subject of organizational psychology, and I'm blending both technology and psychology now. So I have a question for you. Like, okay, you mentioned a lot about the facts about how artificial intelligence is going to shape our future, right? And of course, there is no boundaries, and it can replace most of the things. But I would like to hear your perspectives on what AI cannot do. Maybe a little bit from a psychological perspective, like empathy or those kind of things. So, do you think that it can happen in future?
You are right. Empathy and all that cannot happen now, at least in the nearest, 10, 20 years. I don't think, you can use AI for the emotional side of things. It'll take a long time because you need to, you're a technology person, so how to massage the information for it to be more humane, right? And that's going to take a long time. You can do in one instance or so, but that itself is taking 2 3 years in an R&D lab, you know to make it more human in a particular aspect. So just imagine the kind of human aspects that are there, the emotional aspects that are there, right? So all those things cannot be replaced that fast. So at least, as long as I live, I don't think I will see it. So maybe future generations, maybe. So, and I do wish at some point of time, that those things should not come into AI. So, when you look at responsible AI, which is a big topic today that people are speaking about, countries and corporates have to know, draw a line where they will use AI and where they will not use AI. Because that human touch, for us, human beings are still our assets, right? So that is something that we cannot give up on. So whatever happens, I mean, if I'm going to put a robot to take care of my mother, I don't think it'll be the same as what I'm going to do for her, right? So
Thank you,
that's
ma'am.
the
Thank you
area
so
that it's
much.
not. And another area that, I feel we should not use is the decision making. As I said, that strategic layer of planning management, I don't think we should use AI. We can get prompters from AI, run it on ChatGPT, see what it says, but don't take what it says.
True.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you, ma'am. So one last question. So Giri sir, I believe you have raised your hand, so you can unmute yourself and ask your question to ma'am, please. Now
Yeah,
we hear
again,
you.
thank you, Vijayalakshmi ma'am, for this wonderful insights today. The next door, we have seen already the people commented the Sudha Murthy ma'am. So again, as you are like mother and it may be grandmother according to the age. Really, it's very nice to
Yes, I
see
am a
you.
grandmother. My eldest grandson is 12 years.
Wow. So they are very blessed, madam, to have a grandma like you, very technical, who can ask questions anytime. So they need to be on their toes for their studies, okay? You
Yeah,
can ask
I
them
use
any question.
AI to teach them, by the
Oh,
way.
great, ma'am, great.
But anyway, your biological age is less than 10 years, madam. You not to worry.
Okay. Thank you.
Today, the three takeaways. One is you told the skill value of organization. And the second one is borderless engineering. And I feel the third one is rapid transformation and the digital adoption. These three takeaways I can take for my organization. Already we have implemented so many things, but still it is needs some, we are unlearning and then relearning and learn like that. Today, my question is by 2030, everything is under sustainable development goals. Whatever the company we are operating, they are all only through 17 SDG goals. I think this is the right time. At least we have to understand there is no planet B. We have only planet A, which is Earth. So, what is the social responsibility and the environment responsibility to follow? Finally, which is less? Anything if you can comment for a. I am operating my company as a element concept. One is first a water element. This is my core business 80% and 20% is remaining elements, which is land, earth, air, and finally the sixth element is the intuition. So if you can give more insights, it will be helpful for us. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I think you asked me the right question because as vice chairman of Sriranga Polyester Private Limited, ours is a sustainable company. We recycle, nearly 15 to 20 lakh PET bottles. That is, number of PET bottles to fill up a football stadium. We're recycling that to make polyester fiber, and we also have our own clothing brand called Ecoline. So Sriranga Polyester and Ecoline, if you see, you can see all our videos of how we do the recycling and all that. So that is, and we are a zero discharge company. So all the water in our company, the whatever is used is recycled. We make bricks out so that our plastic fines don't go into the Mother Earth. So we're doing a lot of afforestation. We are from a social side, my daughter-in-law manages that, and we're doing a lot of CSR, especially with rag pickers, because they are the most important people today. Otherwise, you will have so much of pollution around you. So that is there. We are also removing all the plastic that is going into the oceans, right? So we have our certification, OBP, or Ocean Bound Plastic Removal certification we are having. So all these things, and we are actually doing the extended producer responsibility for large companies. So we are tied up with the Bisleri. We are now working with Nestle. Okay. So we are their extended EPRs. So all the plastic that they are creating, the equivalent, some equivalent they will give us, and we are supposed to recycle that.
Wow.
So we are heavily into recycling and the SDG goals, right from employing differently abled people. So in all aspects, where in fact my husband is part of the CII panel for sustainability. So it is not just preaching, we also practice because we have our own company. And like you said, it is gives us all the independence to do what we want. So we are heavy into afforestation. In our own little farmhouse, we have around 1,700 trees. My house is less than 1,000 square feet, but I have 1,700 trees around me. That's the kind of afforestation that we are looking at. So it's extremely, extremely important. We've all been seeing all the climate changes that are happening. And also the social, I feel all of us have a social responsibility. And that is why I'm also involved in education, because I feel it is a big, big area to attack. the education, grooming, mentoring, molding. Today, people are saying it is not classroom learning, it is going to be personalized, it's going to be mentoring. So we have to create those mentors, right? All of us should come forward to be mentors to many of these students who have good intentions but not guided properly, right? So
Yeah,
it is extremely important. I'm so glad you raised the question at the end of it, and it is so relevant to my own role at this point of time in my company.
thanks.
Yes, ma'am. It's really awesome to learn. We are not preaching, we are practicing. This is one of the tagline I have taken. And finally, before SDG goals, we talk about SDG homes. Every house should have rainwater harvesting structuring,
Yes.
renewable energy, and then minimum 2 plants, 2 trees, and then bioseptic tank. Like that, we are connecting with the elements. Every house should have. That's a SDG homes. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Giri sir, and madam, thank you so much for giving more insight about what you do, how you do, about your company, and that is really interesting. I just went on your website and I saw what you really do, and I understood how that polyester fiber may get prepared. Thank you so much for bringing in all these details to us, ma'am. So as already we at 7:30, I would like to invite our summary leader, Dr. Ishwarya, and then we will be coming to an end. So, Dr. Aishwarya, please be there for a quick summary, please.
Hi all, good evening. This is me, Dr. Aishwarya, 360-degree assessment specialist and a corporate trainer. And this here is a quick summary. Ma'am, I didn't use AI tool for taking your summary. I have written everything in my notebook.
Glad it would have given a different summary.
Yes, I have tried my level best to give a summary that I got from you, right? I'll try my best, right? So AI has moved for being a supporting tool to become an agent that works on our behalf, like making right from taking decisions, accelerating outcomes, and automating actions. So as our Vijayalakshmi ma'am rightly said, this Gartner hype cycle, this AI is transforming from peak hype towards a real world productivity. Future ready leaders must understand where AI truly adds value, right? So basically the focus is going to be on the skills. It has become the most profound important thing. It is an asset. It is a massive thing nowadays. Everything has become the capability stacks. The culture of people is also changing. They are just exposing to the new updated technologies. Nowadays, reverse bloom taxonomy is evolving. People start analyzing the problem, then they are starting to learn their models. And also, classrooms has been evolved with new technology. The performance is another area. Have to check the reliability and accuracy of the AI and technology. Simultaneously, we have to evaluate the human automation frequently. Only then leaders can accept or adapt the change. For a leader, AI workplace, the role of a manager. For a leader, AI should workplace, the role of a manager should be a leader. They have to move out from manager to leader because everything will be automated. The current managers have to focus on strategic thinking. They should have the creativity and innovation in their workplace. Credits to be given to them as well, because in this competitive, how we are differentiating ourselves from others, what uniquely we are practicing in our organization with our technology, that has to be switched on always, and we have to be get ready to accept the technology and changes. As our ma'am said, rightly mentioned the word, please be switched on always, be aware of learning new things, right? Try to accept, be a proactive person to accept the new technologies. And new environment needs lots of resilience and adaptability and scalability. These three words as most importantly has been focused from our ma'am. That is, I'm insisting again, new environment needs lots of resilience, adaptability and scalability. Whether it is manufacturing or retailer, the time of facing risk, we should have that resilience in accepting the facts by focusing on strategic way of leadership. Being a leader, you should be assessed to the scaling techniques. In 2030, AI ready leader is very important, so we should have sufficient knowledge to find out the challenges. Because AI is evolving, we should be able to understand easily when the hallucination is going to happen. Leaders should also know the human tech balance. As rightly ma'am said, nowadays we are talking about work-life balance. We have to focus on the human tech balance as well. We should be where should the human be used and where should the technology has been used. When it comes to company, the leaders have to be more creative, because the work environment and changing has to be assessed properly. It is very important that organization must be future ready in order to accept the challenges. There is a lot of learning curve to make this effective. The company have to invest, the organization should create an environment. If it fails also, it should have that resilience to come out with a good capability. We should be aware where to invest, and we should have this research and innovation in a strong way. It has to work as an integral part to get their innovation has to be done. So at the outset, every individual or an organization, it has to be in a alert mode, it has to be in a ready mode to accept the AI technology and challenge with a proper resilience and adaptability, and as ma'am rightly said, scalability. I think I have summarized your thoughts, ma'am.
Sure. Very good.
Thank you so much for giving this wonderful
Great,
thought
Aishwarya,
provoking.
great. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so much,
Pankaj.
everyone. Thank you so much. And ma'am, even thank you is a small word in front of you. Thanks for being there and, gracing this Our Leaders Connect episode and this forum. So we look forward for you, ma'am, and please be part of this forum. And we would like to give a vote of thanks through our thanking video. So before thanking video, I would like to call a vote of thanks leader. Yes, so welcome, Rajvi. So, Rajvi, vote of thanks, and then we'll have a final thanking video. Thank you. Yeah, please go ahead. Hello.
You're not able to unmute? Yeah, she's not able to unmute.
Okay.
Okay, that's okay.
So, we can have the thanking video and we can thank.
Yeah.
Please.
Thank you, Vijayalakshmi ma'am. I'll play the thanking video.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you so
everyone.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
We look forward to see you, ma'am, soon. Thank you so much.
Sure,
Good day.
sure.
Good day, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all. Thank you all for
everyone.
joining.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's connect for the next week. Thank you.